Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, it's a special night, ladies and gentlemen. We have the premier real estate attorney from the Dominican Republic, Johan Confidante, is here to answer your questions tonight. So get them ready. If you want to know anything about real estate and you have questions, I know you do, because you know how we do this. We're the CEO of our lives. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. All right, everybody, you know how we do this. We got to see who's in the house first. Corey Brown, a new member of this SSN Nation. I believe he signed up early on Wednesday. So thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel with the icon next to your name. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of us already have started our purchases in Dominican Republic, and I see some people who have already bought are also here. So let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to introduce the man of the hour, our special guest this evening, Johan Confidente. And I have to do a special disclosure here because, quite frankly, he's my lawyer. All right. But that doesn't mean anything. You know how we are in SSN Nation. If you have questions, you better do it right now. And in fact, I had to pay him for these questions. You guys get this stuff for free. What the heck's going on here? I got to renegotiate my contract. All right. Juvie Lover, welcome to the Wednesday Night Live. And Mr. Financials in the house. Thank you so much. You guys get your questions ready. Here we go with Mr. Johan himself. Hello, Mr. Johan Confidante. How you doing?
Eric. Hi, Eric. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much, Eric, for the invitation today. I'm really enjoying the presentation. I'm really enjoying the show. So thank you very, very much for inviting me today. And thanks to everybody for joining us. I will be more than happy to answer all your questions. And I'm really laughing because he said that you had to pay for all those questions.
But as it is, I got to say, it was well worth it, ladies and gentlemen. Priceless, in my opinion. If you guys see some of these contracts that come across the desk, and this man has to redo the contracts because the developers and the people building these projects come out with these crazy contracts built specifically for them. So anyhow, I want to get into it. I'm going to ask some questions first because there's a difference. Most people are from America or countries where they actually have a title company. So in the Dominican Republic, it seems it's a little different. So in my experience so far, it's like I said, the best money I spent was getting you as my lawyer because the contracts are kind of weird. So explain why a person should have a lawyer to begin with in DR.
Yeah. Well, as I said in the beginning, thank you very much for the invitation. And I'm very, very happy to be with your audience today. And I hope to have many questions. So to have this opportunity, great opportunity of give the legal answer to everybody. As you were mentioning in the beginning, in the Dominican Republic, we do not have title insurance. We do not have title insurance in the Dominican Republic. Therefore, it is extremely important to perform a great due diligence, and that is going to be done by an expert lawyer. A real estate expert lawyer is the right person to perform the due diligence, because since we do not have title insurance in the Dominican Republic, the only guarantee that you will have is that research, that due diligence that the lawyer is going to do prior to the purchase of the property. That is your main process, and that has to happen right after you make an offer. The very next step will be to hire your attorney and make sure that we take the right time to do a good level of due diligence that will be kind of the to substitute the fact that we don't have a title insurance in the Dominican Republic. So that is basically how important the lawyer is, since you guys do have title insurance that you are used to. If there is any problem, you will be you have like a protection by your title insurance. But here, the only protection you will have is the due diligence that your expert lawyer is going to perform.
Exactly. Exactly. And so the next thing, one of the first questions that I came up with, because in the U.S. we have, litigious United States of America. So people sue the landlords, they sue everybody. So one of my first questions to you was, should I get a corporation? And in the DR, if you have a corporation, apparently you can explain it further, but you're going to incur a tax situation. Absolutely. Instead of just keeping it in your name. So can you explain a little bit why a person probably may not want to start out as a corporation?
Yeah, when someone decides to invest in the Dominican Republic, you have to understand that it's a different country, that the mentality is different, and how people think, how people act will be much different than what happens in the US. Here, we don't have those court cases, people suing the landlords and stuff. We don't have many of those. We don't have really, really many of those. And most of the buyers will want to put their property in company names for asset protection or for court cases. So those are the main reasons why people will want to put a property in a corporation name. However, as you were saying before, the tax implications are something that you have to consider before you make that decision, because you will be treated as a standard and regular corporation, meaning that your company, even that you only have it for the purpose of managing this property, you will be entitled to tax report, you will be entitled to tax all tax obligations as any standard corporation. So you're trying to probably protect you from something, but that protection will cost you a lot of money within the time being.
Yep, that's what I was figuring. So I had to keep it in my name. So that's all there is to it.
You did the right thing.
Well, here we go. We have our first question, which is a long one, actually. Since there is no tax treaty between the USA and DR, can the DR government tax you over income we generate from US labor, US sourced job, or does that only apply when you have residency?
Well, we don't tax you on the money that you generate from U.S. sources. We don't tax you. Once you're a resident and you decide to move here, there are so many ways for you to become resident. And one of the benefits that you obtain when you become resident is that taxes are waived for income from sources of a different country. So those taxes will be waived. You will not be entitled to this kind of taxes. It's a different thing for money that you generate here in the Dominican Republic. You're subject to taxes on that money. Let's say you open up a business down here, definitely yes, you will be subject to taxes on that business. But you move down here as a pensioner or businessman who is receiving an income, monthly income, you will not be subject to taxes according to the category of residency that you will apply for. Most of them will waive taxes.
All right. I want to thank you for being here for part 1 of the Ask Johan series, because he's a Dominican Republic attorney that can help all buyers acquire their properties. You can see there are many pitfalls, so you don't want to be caught, because the contracts, as I mentioned, they are different for each developer, and they put in poison pills. So if you don't catch it, which is the job of the attorney, then you could be out of a few $1,000s because you missed out on some things that you thought you were supposed to have, and you find out because you did not sign and put it in the contract that you do not have. So with all that said, thank you again for watching, and I'm out.